Welcome back to the pod. I'm May.
And I'm Laura. What are we talking about? I genuinely have no idea what we're talking about. You're getting emails.
I'm getting emails. Let me go ahead and turn my sound off. Yeah, we are talking about the XFL.
Oh, yeah.
And I keep wanting to say FTX, not FTX, the XFL, which if you were living under a rock in 2002, it was a failed pro wrestling NFL crossover. So it's going to be real trashy. And it's making a comeback, actually. So
sign me up.
About that. Yeah.
I'm going in. All right, enjoy.
Oh my goodness. Well, I think that today's topic is apropos because we famously went to WWE.
If you do not follow
Raw,
us on Instagram,
SmackDown, Monday night.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why don't you follow us on Instagram where you can see this content live? We did Galentine's. We met up, had about, 2 to 3 drinks, an appropriate amount to drink, bedazzled our hair.
We did.
As one does.
Looks really nice.
It actually looks really good. If you don't know what bedazzling your hair means, there's this old little sticker for it's for children under 5.
Yes.
It's for little girls under 5. You can put rhinestone stickers in your hair. We did that.
We did do that. Yeah. And actually they looked really good. And I think they have viral potential. I think that if I saw a girl wearing a slick back bun with a bunch of rhinestones in her hair, I'd be like, that's fucking cute.
That's cute as hell.
Is it kind of Dance Moms? Maybe, but maybe I'm bringing that. Maybe that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Maybe that's what's in right now. JoJo Siwa is like, no,
not again. No! Not again. Speaking of JoJo, I saw the saddest compilation of her getting yelled at on Dance Moms.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. They were not okay to that girl.
No, I don't think they were good to anybody on that show.
Jesus Christ. Quick aside there.
Yeah, did you just panic because you didn't know what her gender is?
Yes. Did you see me have that? Did you see me at that moment? Because I was like,
I saw you have a fucking stroke.
I had a stroke because JoJo's goes by she.
I have no idea. To be honest with you,
I know she came out.
She did come out. I don't know if she came out as they, them, or just
she can do whatever she wants.
She might be a classic lesbian.
What if I'm just bullying her right now? I'm like, I'm sorry, JoJo. I think you're great. I think you're a delight.
I never watched that show, but it reminded me a little bit of the troubled teen industry that we talked about before.
That was super adjacent. Definitely handshake emoji with the troubled teen industry.
Yep. And there was
either sent them in the wild or on stage, baby.
Oh yeah, there was that one crazy lady with the brown hair, but it was all over the place, and she would yell at the moms. It was insane.
She was the boss, the one in charge.
Yes, yeah.
She was a little bigger.
Yes,
that girl. She was the scariest Southern lady.
Oh my God,
in the world.
I know.
She honestly, she should be our general or something. Yeah. She should work for the United States Army because she's terrifying.
That's a pitch.
That's a pitch.
And it's a pretty good one.
Dance Moms, let's get ya. Stop terrorizing kids. Start terrorizing terrorists.
You know what's...
Come on, Dance Moms.
You know what's so fucking funny about childhood sports? I played hockey. You famously were a swimmer. But it's so fucking hilarious to think about coaches yelling at us, because that's what the style of coaching was. They would just scream at us, and I'm like, imagine a grown man looking at 14-year-old little girls and being like, you want to skate harder, you want to check. I'm like, that is
be for real for a second.
Do you think that they genuinely cared?
I guess they must.
I guess.
And it's weird because I know my coaches now in retrospect and I like them, but I'm also something's fucked up with you, huh?
Yeah.
Why did a coach throw chairs at us? What is that?
No, that's insane.
What are you doing? We went fast though. God damn. We were fast as hell. So apparently it worked.
I guess it worked.
Couple folding chairs in the pool.
That'd be funny. We just find out they're all out of work actors, and this was their role, to be really impassioned by 14-year-old girls on the ice.
I just see so much potential in her. So famously, I don't know if we've told you about this story, but it's very big in the swimming world. The Cal women's swim coach, who I took a recruiting trip there.
Fucked them all.
She was a very busy lady. She fucked all. No, she did not.
Oh, really? I'm surprised.
No. She was super abusive.
Really?
She's just got fired for legitimate and this is sad, like multiple girls on the team tried to commit suicide.
Oh my God.
Like she was like professional. She was elite at mental fuckery with these girls.
Like cult leader vibes.
She should
like,
have. She could have run a good cult.
Wow.
Yeah, she really could have. And she was like, I mean, I'll be honest, a lot of people swam very fast under her. Missy Franklin swam for her, Natalie Coughlin. So, you know, what's
Laura's
what's
jealous.
one? Oh, no. Like, God damn it, a bigger scholarship. No, I got plenty of money there. And I said, no, thank you. I'm going to go to this other cult leader over here.
Great.
My other coach was also crazy.
Wonderful.
But she actually got fired for that, which is so rare because I feel like there's so many stories of... by no means is she the only person using that kind of a coaching strategy. Right. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of teams that have had problems.
Yeah.
And the girls like got it publicized enough that she was very fired. Like,
wow.
She can't work. I don't think she can even work for USA Swimming anymore.
I mean, probably not. What are they going to transfer that fucking trauma to some other place?
Oh, I mean, if it gets us more gold, then why not?
That's true. Yeah. Right.
It also is kind of crazy in retrospect, not to like go really, I guess we're talking about
we're
the
talking
XFL,
about sports.
So, sports related.
Entertainment, sports.
How much they made it be like, that's the only thing. You should sacrifice literally everything in your life for this one goal. And correct. I understand. You need to work hard. We got it. We got it for comedy. We got it for your job. But like your mental well-being was unbelievably like a tertiary priority set.
Right.
That no one gave a shit if you were like, mentally well.
Man.
Anyway, yeah, so we're doing... May's like, no, actually, I don't know what you're talking about. Sounds like a you thing.
I used to feel that way about sales when I wasn't doing well in my job. Like, I'm sorry, it's true. Oh. Like, I used to feel like when I wasn't doing well at my job, I just wasn't like a valuable person. I don't know. Because you literally go to a job and you have a dollar value over your head.
I know.
So, and everybody sees it. Everybody knows you compared to the next person that you're sitting next to. And it was such a fucking shit feeling.
It is very interesting. Like, just especially the transparency of working in sales and just having like, and it's always like, what did you do for me lately? So even if you're the best, it doesn't fucking matter. Though I think you just get used to it after a while. And that's why everyone's so cynical. In our line of work.
Oh, completely.
It's funnier that way. It's way funnier.
It is way funnier that way.
Who cares? Like, so mental trauma. That's unlike us to talk about. Trauma.
Well, actually,
it's fine. We all ate meals. We all were fine. We didn't go to war. I didn't get drafted. Like, it's fine.
I did. No, I'm just kidding.
My dad.
But fucking back to the WWE. When we went to WWE Raw, SmackDown, Monday night, whatever that fucking was.
Live at the Barclays Center.
First of all, I was in awe of the clientele. Can I say this?
You were struggling with. I was like, listen, I went to school in Texas. I've seen a lot of. I've been to rodeos. Okay, I've been to the rodeo. I've seen plenty of clientele like this. This is not going to surprise me.
I was shocked.
Really?
Well, I mean, I was just shocked by the like malleability of their minds. Like, I just felt like the people there were just such crazy fans. Like, there was that one guy getting like impassioned in front of us during the fight, and I was like, "You understand this is a choreographed dance? You understand this, right?"
Yeah.
Like, it was I don't know. And then the whole thing was just a commercial for their other shows, which was really funny.
Hilarious to me. So it was interesting seeing this in New York, but I guess we were close to Long Island and like a couple other areas. So like people were coming in. They were very, very into it. It was packed.
It was
slammed.
It was raw.
It was raw. Slammed, etc. So it was full of people, and they were all so excited about. I think they like knew the storylines, but I guess it's kind of like, I don't know, if you go to a concert or if you go to like a Bruins game or something like that.
True.
That feels, obviously it gets more competition, but I'm like, it's harmless. Get excited about this. You know?
I see what you're saying. But I
think my point is I don't understand people's passion for a lot of things.
Right.
For most of life. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. At least like a Bruins game, you don't know what the outcome. You genuinely don't know what the outcome is going to be, and there's two people like actually playing a game and not like this weird, really bad play. And then also, Kaya, one of our friends, she pointed this out to me. They were chanting something. I think it was literally like stupid, or like literally something like that. Remember they were calling that one guy dumb?
I don't remember that one.
Laura, wake up. Pay attention.
I was into it. I was like, like, he's an idiot. This guy's an idiot. He's getting his ass kicked.
It was when the guy came out with the red shoes, like the big red shoes.
Oh, yeah.
And they had this whole thing was like, well, you're an idiot. Who thinks that he's an idiot? And the whole crowd was chanting like stupid or something. And I was like, is this a big projection? Because the crowd is stupid, so they want to be able to call someone else stupid. It was like,
it's their chance to feel smart. Blah,
yeah,
blah, blah.
I don't know. But she was like, even their chant is like very rudimentary. Like there's
very straightforward.
Yeah.
It's not, yeah. It's
I mean,
not a soliloquy.
I guess most of them are USA. Like,
USA.
But,
oh,
yeah.
my favorite. My favorite chant. I will say one thing. They played a lot of military.
They did.
I'll go ahead and say it, propaganda.
They did.
There's straight up propaganda going on. And I'll be honest, propaganda works because by the end of it, I was like, it's pretty cool.
I was ready to join.
It's like, it's a pretty cool plane. They just flew right there. But it's wild because I'm like, I mean, match made in heaven. It was a group of people who are going to get riled up about fighting. I was like, this makes sense. Recruiting right there.
Oh, totally.
I was ready to sign.
It is kind of freaky to think about how much the military must pay for those ads, would you call them?
I guess.
Don't know. I mean,
partnerships. I mean, they literally had all of the head people from WWE were like the videos were of them going to support the troops. And obviously support the troops. Like we got it. But it was more than that. It was really felt like a recruitment type thing.
It did. Yeah, it totally did. So that was definitely interesting.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
I was living it up.
I think the girls' fight was my favorite.
Oh my God, the special needs girl.
Yeah.
What was that all about?
I don't know.
She was the absolute best character, period. Yeah. She wasn't like fully, like it was, I don't know.
Her character was meant to be like this gremlin who had no thought or reason whatsoever. She was just surrounded by these three other babes.
Yeah, the hottest girls ever. And then there was this one girl who was truly, she wasn't like, obviously like, she clearly wasn't special needs, but like had like, she was like
stylized to make it seem like that.
Yeah.
You never go full R word.
You don't go full R.
You don't go full R. Someone should tell her that.
Someone should tell her that for sure. But the weird thing was, at first I was like, oh shit. And then I was like, oh shit, she's kicking ass. She's wrecking everyone. She's awesome. She was my favorite. I liked her a lot.
I liked the redheaded one because she was the hottest.
She was hot. Yeah. The two of them. They were great.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll go back. I think I got my I got my ironic jollies, and I think it was like $60 too.
I know.
Like I would do one thing if it was like $10. I'd be like, I don't go every week.
No.
SmackDown,
I'm sure it's more expensive here.
True. That's
true.
I
think anything at Barclays is going to be like at minimum
$60.
We're running a full arena.
We also were in the fucking nosebleeds.
But also,
yeah.
What do you think we're doing? I'm like, guys, we're each dropping $300 for top tier. But
well, I'm saying like if we're gonna spend $60 to see fucking WWE, I would have thought we'd be a little lower.
Listen, these guys they have money.
They do, and they have
that money.
Huge fan base.
They have a huge fan base.
Yeah.
They're raking it in. I would recommend you go. How about that? You go one time. You tell us what it's like. You tell us your favorite character. You join the United States Army. You serve 2 tours. You tell us how it goes. Okay.
I don't think they're gonna say very good. All right. So I have a few banter topics to talk about before we get into the main topic, the XFL. First of all, Reuters, you know Reuters, obviously.
Sure.
So they won a George Polk Award for uncovering child labor in the Hyundai supply chain.
I actually saw a tweet about that, so you know that this is legit. Good for them. That's a big deal. Did they uncover it and then they were like, all right, and then walk away? I
mean, I guess
the children are like, wait, we're still here though.
But the craziest,
wait, is anyone gonna help us though?
So the craziest part is that this was in like Alabama. This was not overseas or anything.
Damn.
I know. And they had at least 10
feels
probes.
Problematic.
It does.
What happened?
There's like undocumented people that have come in and apparently are working for fucking Hyundai.
Huh. Yeah, you can't have that. We do have laws on that. Even in Alabama. They're around the country, these laws.
Yeah.
No children allowed working in the cars, working at the fucking factory for cars.
I know.
I didn't think I had to tell people that.
Apparently, you gotta know.
You gotta clarify.
You gotta know. So anyway,
that's unfortunate. I mean, I'm glad that they got that. I'm also concerned that Reuters, shouldn't the United States government be the one handling that? Instead
no,
of Reuters. Reuters got that one.
Nah.
You guys got this? All right. We're going to continue doing literally nothing. Literally nothing. We're the government. That's not true. We do have some nice roads. Okay.
So the other thing that I want to talk about real quick was just that Meta, they're testing the monthly subscription service too.
Okay. Fucking Elon.
I know, but they're doing it okay, first of all, you can get a blue check for $12 a month. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Sure.
We should get a blue check for Risky Business.
Yeah, we're going to have to get that.
Obviously, we're going to get one, okay? Like,
yeah. I actually saw this. Doesn't it like potentially increase your visibility too?
That I don't know. I just read one headline.
Okay.
But
I did see this, and I mean, it's one of those business models where I'm like, why has this not been thought of 15 years ago?
Totally.
Like out the gate, why didn't they think of this? It was kind of the strangest. And I can understand if you want to like add in a little bit more authenticity to like political public figures. Like I think Twitter definitely fumbled this out the gate. No one is saying they handled that with grace as they developed this strategy, but they do seem to have it a little bit more handled now where like, you know, AOC, for instance, isn't just a random blue check. It also has like a United States public official byline.
It does. Okay.
I believe so. Yeah. To be fair, things are changing all the time over there. True. So who knows?
You've just been reading one that's like mocking her and you think it's her real tweets because
it's just really going off the deep end.
Well.
Yeah, who knows? I can't believe I've met her.
That's ridiculous.
I met her. She's tiny.
Was she bartending?
Genuinely the smallest person in the world.
Really?
Did I show you the picture of me next to her?
No.
Have I shown you this picture?
How tall is she? Is she wicked short?
She's unbelievably small. I'm like famously pretty large person. But most importantly, her head is the smallest head I've ever seen. And apparently I have a giant head.
Oh my God.
I wonder if I can find this pic. It's probably going to take me too long to find it to be worth doing right now. But like her head's like a third the size of my head in this picture. I was like, yo, what?
Oh my, that's so funny.
Matt was like, what is happening right here?
That's crazy.
It was so fucking funny, dude. It was so funny. And I was at a work meeting and I was like, no, you're going to have to take a picture with me real quick.
You and your tiny ass fucking head.
Yeah. Get over here, AOC.
You wouldn't think that she has a small head because she has like huge eyes.
Yeah.
And she's got like prominent features, you know what I mean?
In her defense, it could easily have been that I just have a very big head.
It's not that big. It's not like freakishly big though.
It's like I don't know. I feel like it's like relatively normal size, but not next to her.
I met this girl the other day with the smallest fucking head I've ever seen in my life.
Was it AOC?
No, it was it was not AOC. She was drunk as a skunk, this girl. She was a lot of fun, but man, would she have a tiny head. Me and the people that I was with, we left her and we got into the cab and we were like, man, that girl has a small head. Like
like notable.
It was notable.
Like everyone's like,
like, yo, that was crazy. I've never seen it's like a baby size head on a real person.
That's so funny. I feel like I met her in like 2018 too, like a long time ago. Oh, here! Oh my
God.
Found
it! Oh my
Dude,
God, that's so.
Look at this. Matt
she's
tweeted it.
Behind you, aren't you?
Not really. Like she's really little, dude. Because I remember, like, yeah, you're right. If you looked at this, you wouldn't naturally be like. We were next to each other.
That's so.
We were right
funny.
next to each other.
Wow.
This was also the same week that Matt met Bagel Boss.
Oh my God, another tiny person.
Another tiny person.
Wow, that's so funny.
Yep. Look how young
Bagel Boss. That guy was making the podcast rounds for a little while. I wonder if he's probably fallen off. Maybe he'll do ours.
I think he had a stroke.
Are you fucking for real? What?
I'm dead serious.
Well, he didn't have anger issues, that's for sure.
I think he literally just had a stroke.
Really?
Maybe. Or maybe that's disinformation. Sorry, Bagel Boss. I don't even know your name.
No, me neither. That was insane.
That was insane.
He was yelling at everybody.
And Matt met him. Matt was on a podcast with him. I'm dead serious. Like that week. And he was like, I met this guy.
He was so mad. That is like one thing. Now we're just on tangent upon tangent.
Yeah,
I swear we'll talk about Vince McMahon in a second. But I will say, like, it is sort of freaky. And don't act like an asshole in public, obviously. But at the same time, like, I saw on TikTok, some lady like freaked the fuck out in McDonald's or whatever, and it went viral. And
Yeah.
then she made like a post that she was like, hey, you know, we all have our bad days, whatever. And then people are then stitching her being like, fuck you, bitch, and don't act like a whatever. But and it's like, I get it, but like it's true. Everybody has a like I've definitely
Had a bad
been
day.
rude before. Of course I've been rude before.
It happens for sure. And also another thing is like,
I mean,
one of these
Bagel Boss
days-
is an extreme example.
One
but
of these days, someone's gonna have like, they're like going through like a mental issue. Like people have that happen all the time, like
course.
mental breaks, and it's like, all right, this is gonna end tragically one day, and you guys are gonna feel like assholes for posting it on TikTok, or it might just
Totally.
get shared a little extra because of that. But you know what I mean?
I do.
That feels like a Black Mirror episode.
It does.
That show scares the shit.
Yeah. We're just monitoring each other. We're just tattletaling on
Yeah.
each other.
Ooh.
Look how bad this person acted.
Oh, it's
his
like remember
waitress.
when Lindsay was talking about what was it called for the troubled teen camps? We're
Oh,
back to
yeah.
those.
I don't recall, but I know what you're talking
You know
about.
when
It
you're
was,
telling on everyone.
like, narking.
You're a narc. You're a fucking narc. There was a special word they had. I can't remember it because my brain is bad. I have a bad brain.
Bad
I
brain.
have a bad brain. I don't remember.
Okay. All right. Let's get into
what's he doing?
let's get into the main stories. So XFL. So in 2001, hot off of 9/11, Vince McMahon, the man behind the rise of WWF that we covered a few episodes back,
World
he
Wildlife
decided.
Foundation. Yes.
Oh yeah. Anyway, he decided he was like, I can do football better than actual NFL.
Okay.
So with the backing from NBC and his former business partner, this dude named Dick Ebersol, he created the XFL. So there was a little bit of like changes in the rules in the NFL. I think I remember this a little bit, which is very funny because I don't give a shit about football, and my parents were never really into football either. But I don't know, it was like a big
for whatever
deal.
reason you dialed in at like
Yeah.
11.
I feel
like, Mom, I'm gonna read into this.
my parents were the kind of people that like they would have friends over and like watch a football game, but no one was really watching it. But it
Oh,
was
yeah.
there. It was just like something to do.
Yeah.
Whatever.
My parents were not that.
Yeah.
They didn't give a shit. We didn't have TV. So.
Oh yeah, you didn't have a TV, famously.
weird.
I will have a TV in my home.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what are you gonna have if you have a phone? What's the point?
Oh,
Who cares?
point?
You have just get it.
Listen.
We lost.
Yeah.
The war's over. If you have a phone in your household, you're fine. Like it's just.
I texted Laura last night because I delete and re-download TikTok constantly because I can't control myself. I cannot stop with the talk.
Yeah.
So I deleted talk.
Stop the talk.
Stop the talk. And I deleted TikTok and I sent to Laura and I was like, you have no idea how proud of myself I am right now that I've turned off TikTok and I'm focusing on the TV.
Yeah, you really were able to get a wholesome life.
I
altogether.
was. I was like, I'm basically Amish. I'm just watching the big screen.
Sitting there like,
I've been watching Nathan For You, by the way. Incredible program.
That
It's
is
the
a good
first,
show.
It's the first time I've watched it. Wow.
I've only seen a little bit of it. I need to go.
It
back
is
to
so funny. Okay, whatever. Vince McMahon. We're back to this. So in 2000, the NFL rules were changing a little bit, and like they were trying to take more precautions. Like, God forbid, they don't want people with CTE anymore.
Yeah, and then I like how since then they've been like, yeah, who cares?
So quarterbacks were like basically untouchable. Like once they received the ball, you couldn't touch them. I don't know, something like that. Whatever. They yada yada. And
yeah. Okay. So they changed like the rules where you couldn't tackle them or something like that.
Yeah. So there wasn't any chop block technique.
Oh, hey, I love the chop block.
Chop block.
No idea what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck.
Chop block. Yep.
And then,
Go sports.
oh, okay. Here we go.
Sports.
Here's the thing with the quarterbacks. It's illegal to hit a quarterback helmet to helmet anytime after a change of possession. My question there is, how come it's legal to hit other people helmet to helmet?
Very good question. Also, yeah, why would you ever hit helmet to helmet? Don't you use your shoulder?
I don't know, man.
What are we, goats?
I feel like I mean,
rams?
they do that. They,
What are we, Vikings?
yeah.
Right?
I mean, I guess Minnesota Vikings.
Ibexes?
Ibex.
How many goat-like animals can I list?
Oh.
Quite a lot, actually. I can keep going
Yeah,
for a
what
minute.
else can we do? Ibex, there's
They gotta get Ibex out the gate. Nah. Fuck.
there's like Kunu or something like that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Antelope. That's kind of goat-like.
Yeah, they got the.
All right, I think that's it.
All right.
Llamas? No.
No, llamas don't do that. Llamas are too fluffy.
Llamas are so mean.
They are?
Dude, so mean.
Oh, no.
I used to have a llama.
Oh, my
and
God.
it fucking hated me, dude. I cannot stress this enough. It wanted me dead. Like, I swear to God. Like, it was genuinely dangerous. I would never told you about my fucking llama. I named it Cusco.
Wait, did it like charge at you?
Yes.
Did it spit
like,
at you?
with its feet.
Oh my God.
And I was, 12.
Oh my God.
So I was not like ready to like get in there with it, and it spit. And they spit with like the nastiest spit you've ever.
Ew.
It smells so bad, and it spit at you.
Smells.
And then the spit.
I didn't see that one coming for some reason.
Horrifying. And then he'd come up and he'd try to like fuck me up. And I was like, what? Did I cheat on your wife with you? What? Did I destroy your family? Like, what's going on?
Maybe. I mean, your parents probably took him from his little.
But like, just me.
Just not your parents?
Mostly, like, it didn't like anyone. Don't get me wrong. It was not like, oh, a buddy over here. For sure me, though. Specifically me, go fuck yourself.
It's like your relationship with the Eggman at the farmer's market. He sees you coming. He's like, no eggs.
She's gonna ask for eggs, this idiot. She's gonna ask for eggs. What the fucking dumb bitch.
I'm selling eggs, but if you ask for them.
You're stupid. You're here at 8:45. That's too late. It's ridiculous that you'd still ask for eggs. We can keep moving.
Okay.
I could. Let me know if you want to hear more about the llama, because I've got pictures.
Oh my God. I would like to see that. So anyway, Vince McMahon was like, these quarterbacks, quote, are being treated like the Shah of Iran. So.
Vince McMahon. He is a Looney Tune. The Shah of Iran. Dude, does the Iran even have a Shah?
Probably.
I feel like because he said it, probably not.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, they're like, what are you talking about, dude?
Yeah.
This isn't the UAE. Doesn't Iran have like kind of a normal government? Whatever.
I have absolutely no idea, to be honest with you. Yeah, I have no clue.
Oh, boy. All right.
Okay, so him and this dude, they're like, well, let's get this together and let's mix some of the ingredients that we're really good at with World Wrestling, that we're like super, we make things fun, we make things like entertainment value, whatever, and we're going to make them play football.
Wrestling, I think I've said this before, it is 1 degree off of Broadway performances.
It is a Broadway performance.
It is a Broadway show that they just want to do an arena instead. That's it.
Yeah, what we saw was a horrible play.
A bad play.
Very poorly acted play.
Theater kids. Vince McMahon is a theater director.
Correct.
Very big theater kid energy from him. Shah of Iran.
Yeah.
He's a drama king. He's a drama king.
At the time, he wanted to take on the NFL, and he called it the No Fun League. Burn.
Oh, that is how the NFL. There you go. No Fun League.
Yeah. So he said at a press conference, he goes, "This will not be a league for panty waists or sissies." What the fuck is a panty waist?
That sounds like something a theater kid would say. Panty waist? Did you read that in an old time book?
I don't know.
Where did you get that word up from, dude?
I really don't know. I have a clip from him at the conference if we want to watch it a little bit.
I would love to see it.
Hopefully it doesn't play the stupid fucking ad.
I'm not going to buy your stuff.
Press conference. It's my pleasure to introduce to you the chairman of the
sound sucks.
WWE.
Why the XFL? Why football? 2 words are important here: innovation and access. We will take you places where the NFL is afraid to take you. Because quite frankly, we're not afraid of anything.
I wanted to be sure that this is not
anything, Vince,
on television this time of year. I personally think that figure skating sucks. Where's my football? Where's my smash mouth wide open football? It's gone. I guarantee you that the XFL will not be an overregulated, antiseptic brand of ball. The XFL players are paid.
All right.
That's so funny, dude, because like meanwhile WWE is exactly that. Versus like what is the other one where they actually like beat the shit out of each other?
Oh, you're thinking
the
of
one, it's like pay-per-view. What is it? You know what I mean?
No, you're thinking of not it's fucking they're actually hitting each other.
They're like
Joe Rogan loves it.
Is it UFC?
UFC, yeah. If we were playing charades, we'd be so bad.
This one.
They're hitting.
And they're hitting Joe Rogan. And I'm like, oh, UFC. It's UFC.
That's so
funny. It's so funny that he's over here talking like all this shit about the NFL, and I'm like, you run the fucking theater camp version of wrestling.
Totally.
Get out of here.
Yeah, like they're actually like for real getting hurt and getting CTE.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
CTE.
So he sold it as a sports version of Survivor. So basically, each game would be an episode built around personalities like WWE and filled with suspense. And
Survivor was like in its prime,
big
then.
time. And
people
I think
were like VHS taping it week by week. That was a big deal.
Oh yeah,
2001. Oh my god.
And I also think that like every game was you would knock a team off basically. It was,
okay, it's like an
fast.
elimination style kind of deal. All
Yep.
Right. I mean, honestly, that makes sense. I could see it working.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm guessing not.
No. No. But you know what? There's really no reason why it didn't. I'll get into it, but whatever. So the rules were a little bit different. So there was, first of all, people that were playing in this were like people that didn't quite make the NFL or had been retired for a long time. Like they had some big names there,
just
but
like old men.
Yeah, just like random ass fucking people.
With it just enough CT, they're like, this is the NFL now?
Yeah.
Like, just putting X in everything, I guess, now.
Or it'd be people that like graduated college recently but didn't make a team.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So they're still pretty good, but like
the XFL is like Latinx.
Yeah, the tinks.
The tinks.
So the rules were a little bit different. Obviously, it was like very no holds bars. There was no civilized coin toss. Instead, the players sprinted to the middle of the field to fight for the football.
Okay. That's like capture the well, no, not capture the flag. I feel like
Rugby.
Right? I feel like a lot of games in gym
Yeah.
involved sprinting to the middle to wrestle.
It did. Oh, you're thinking of dodgeball.
Dodgeball. Yeah.
Dude.
Dodgeball, the secret was you just had to go and smack all the balls backwards.
Yes.
That was the move.
That was the move. And then you
It was
get
the
it.
asshole move, but
Yeah.
it was the move.
It was not nice.
No, but we're not playing. It's playing dodgeball. It's not being nice.
Trying to win.
Not playing nice time. This isn't ice skating, folks.
Yeah, famously. So the scrap for the ball ended one player's season after he separated his shoulder. Not surprising. But I mean, you know, honestly, injuries happen. Whatever.
Yeah.
Now I'm defending him. The league also abandoned the no fair catch rule. So what the fuck is that? It's an invalid fair catch signal penalty occurs when the receiver is catching a kickoff or punt and does not properly signal for a fair catch. What the fuck? I didn't know that was even a thing.
I don't
Like,
literally every
you
word
have to be like, here it is, and then you catch it. It's sort of like when you call your pocket in pool. But I'm like, why you gotta do that? Just fucking catch the damn ball. But now that he mentions it, when you watch the NFL, you do see them going like this sometimes, and they catch it. You know what? Can you picture that?
No.
God, if anyone's actually into football, they're gonna be like, unsubscribe.
1 star.
No, please.
5 stars.
Don't egg them on.
We're sorry. To be fair, I do enjoy going to football games. I have a great time. I drink.
Yeah.
Turns out I can do that there just as well as I can at a bar.
I have a lot of fun drinking. I will say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so they also had these really funny ads that were super intense. Like one had players sprinting through minefields. Again, kind of a weird military
They
overlap.
love the military.
So we'll watch a little clip from that, but it's not as interesting.
More
as I wanted it
propaganda.
to.
Oh,
Yeah.
one other thing is that after we went to the WWE, my TikTok was just military propaganda. For like 3 days, I was like, oh my God, more of this.
Oh,
But there's some pretty good compilation.
this one's not bad.
They play for the love of the game.
It's all these like Joe schmoes.
Well then, if you're trying to
Oh, it's cheerleaders.
I suggest you huddle up with Stacker 2. Stacker 2 is the safe, smart way to burn fat and get an extra boost of energy.
Oh my God, at Eckerd's.
Want to play real football? My kind of football? Raw survival in the mud and snow. No domes, no fair catches, no phony grass. It's harsh, it's bruising, so it's beautiful. Think you're tough enough to play my kind of football? Then come and get it. God.
Introducing the official game ball of the XFL from Spalding. The toughest
So it's just very
football
like
ever.
But it's like weird because it looks like a dad from Ohio is just yelling at us.
yeah. Well, I think he's a famous coach.
Oh, is he? Okay. God
I
damn
don't
it.
know. I assume, but also
I believe you.
yeah, whatever. But the original one was like, oh, like you and your buddies are all involved in this kind of thing, and I don't know. It's like very whatever. I guess like
I get it.
Yeah.
It's not for me, but I understand.
super broy. It's definitely the same demographic as WWE.
Yes.
Is that what they're? Is it? I mean, I think what they're trying to catch. Blah blah blah. So a lot of the team names. So the team names promoted violence or criminality.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
More than normal NFL team?
honestly, promoted is kind of a fucking stretch, I think. But they were called the Orlando Rage, God forbid.
Okay.
The New York and New Jersey Hitmen, which is kind of
That's
fucking
incredible.
hilarious. Yeah.
That is a fantastic name.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Or the San Francisco Demons. Who
The
cares?
Demons we have the Devils. Isn't that the Devils like a
It's
team?
the exact same damn thing.
And like Patriots. Patriots is like a war thing. Hitman is
Yeah.
like a mob thing.
Yeah. Also, there's the Chicago Enforcers. I feel like they were like, oh, Chicago and New York, they have a lot of mob presence. Let's
They
do
do.
that.
Yeah, yeah. The mob. They love the mob.
They
There.
love the mob in both of those
Yeah.
places. I
But,
don't know.
love isn't. Sure, we'll go with it.
We love the mob.
We love the mob. We need to do an episode on the mob.
Now that I
It's
would
gonna be a
like.
two-parter.
Oh, that's a two-pata.
It's a two-parter.
But yes. Do you follow that makeup girl, Michaela?
Yeah, isn't she in trouble right now?
She's always in trouble for something.
But she might have like a lawsuit or something.
yeah, 'cause I think she faked her eyelashes.
Yeah, and then people were trying to defend. It's God.
Whatever.
TikTok.
But I
But
love when she
basically
always goes, part two.
Part 2. Go
I'm
to
gonna
part
put on
2.
my NAS concealer and go to part 2.
Good for her.
Anyway, yeah. I know. She's such somebody that, like, she's somebody everyone was rooting for, and everyone's like, fuck that bitch.
got-
I'm like, can we all just agree that this is humanity in a nutshell? They build you up so they can tear
you
down.
down. And I mean, what she was doing is pretty typical. Like, allegedly, what she did was put in fake eyelashes when she was doing an ad for mascara.
Mm-hmm.
But like every hair commercial you've ever seen has extensions in.
True. That's
There's so
that's
many-
such a good point.
You know what I mean? And like they're pinning dresses, they're doing all sorts of things to
Yeah.
advertise. I understand as an influencer, her personal brand is maybe about transparency, so maybe she should think of that. But I think technically she can do what she wants.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I really don't know. As long as she discloses that it was an ad, that's all that really matters.
Yeah,
But
she definitely did.
yeah, so I don't really know how that would be a bad thing, but I don't fucking know.
I'll do the commercial instead.
Yeah. Sponsor us. All right. Anyway, so then also the league encouraged players to put nicknames on their jerseys. So there was like some guy Rod Smart, and he wore "He Hate Me." I don't understand what the fuck that
I don't know,
is.
it's kind of fun. I don't mind that.
He hate me?
I don't mind like a nickname. I don't know. I don't understand that one specifically, but I'm assuming it's like
That was like the most popular one, and I'm like, these people can't even speak proper English. That is that's what we're
he
doing.
hates me, Rod. No,
And who is he?
I kind of like it. I kind of like
Alright,
it.
She likes it.
It's a little like what's your catchphrase? And it's like a
What would-
shake and bake.
What would yours be?
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake. Mine would
seen
be
that movie?
planets because I have huge cans and my
Oh.
last name is Planner.
Oh, that's a very good one. Mine would probably just be my last name.
That's not a nickname.
It's my nickname. Sogi. Sogs. Sogar.
All right, Sogs isn't
Sogi,
bad.
Sogs.
So I'll allow Sogs.
That's all anyone called me through past college for like a long time.
Really?
No one used my first name ever.
Huh.
Yep.
I was called a cum dumpster.
My nickname was Abortion Fire. Yay!
My nickname in high school was Slam Pig, not yours.
That would be a good sketch, actually.
Yeah.
Your nickname is Genocide. Like, what?
Wait, huh? All right. Some other ones were Big Daddy. That's fun.
That's fun.
Death Blow.
Love it.
Also pretty fun.
Listen, I like the nickname part.
Yeah.
Am I a fan of the XFL? What's going on?
It's coming back.
Am I signing up for the United States military? What is going on right now?
Yes, correct. So they also...
My brain is so malleable.
So something that's interesting about the XFL is it actually changed the way that NFL was filmed later on. So you know how like they put those little like strings across the field and they would have the cameras go down? That's from the XFL. Originally that way of filming, that was the first time that they did that. And also
that's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. They put armored cameramen that were they were like sprinted onto the fields and they got close up at the action. So it was super cool the way that, and like some players wore mics and stuff, which is
that kind of makes sense to me.
Yeah.
It is pretty miraculous how they are able to get like such close shots of everyone.
Yeah.
Considering how big the field is and like
totally.
I don't know. Technology is amazing.
Yeah, and then also, so some of the people in the NFL were like, "This is stupid," and they were like, "The XFL is just selling sex," and it was obviously because they're literally marketing to behemoths, like just
to gay men.
Yeah, to closeted gay men specifically.
Kind of.
Right.
Sometimes I'm like, guys, this is pretty hot. If I was gay, these guys are all over each other.
That's true.
And the cheerleaders in the corner are like, no one's paying attention to us. What's going on?
So once the league's website was up and running and there weren't any games that were played or whatever, it only streamed, it didn't stream videos of the players themselves. It streamed videos of the cheerleaders. So teams also devoted up to 3 pages of their media kits to the cheerleaders. So feminism. And
well, honestly, I heard recently that the NFL pays their cheerleaders terribly, like almost less than minimum wage. Like it's a really terrible job.
I totally believe it.
We should actually look into that because there's gotta be perks beyond just like you're on field
and you're dancing for a living. Who cares? Like, I mean, it'd be fun.
I get it, but I'm also like, there's gotta be something else.
Also, in the NFL, cheerleaders are not encouraged. They're like, you can't date players. Obviously, the XFL
what the
is
hell's
a little
the point?
But yeah, I'm like, listen, if I'm going to be dancing for minimum wage, okay, I want to at least be able to bang my way to the top over here.
What are we doing? What's the upside?
What is the upside? So in these media kits for the XFL, they listed the women's tattoos and piercings.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
If they're notable, sure. I guess. She's like, she has the Star of Satan on her back.
She's like, I also have my PhD, and they're like, nah.
Shut the fuck up, lady. Stop bringing up that you're a doctor of medicine.
I think a lot of these women for the XFL were exotic dancers. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
Because I was kind of like, yeah, that's a skill set.
Yeah.
That would transfer over.
It would. It's
a win-win.
Yeah.
And then you go, yeah, all right.
Remember when I was living in Boston, my ex-boyfriend knew one of the Celtics cheerleaders, and I was so jealous. Because she was like so hot doing her thing down there, and I was like, stop looking at her.
No, I mean, I don't blame you. That pisses me off tangentially right now, actually. But meanwhile, I'm also like, but what were her goals?
I don't know. She's
probably a nice lady.
Yeah, and like she's fucking like at the time she was like 23. Who cares? Go ahead and dance for the Celtics. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean?
Well, now they could be influencers, so that makes more sense. But back then there was no social media. What's the upside, team? You're gonna be in a calendar? All right, cool.
Yeah. It is so funny how like primal women are though. I just like see some like hot girl that he knows and she's dancing like well with the and like it's like fucking hard to be a Celtics dancer.
Of course, it's very competitive.
And I'm just like fucking bitch, and I'm like literally there with my boyfriend, and now like I think about that like with female comics now that I'm like, oh, there's probably some girl in the crowd who's just like irritated with her because she's sitting next to her boyfriend. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I actually am conscious of that when I talk to couples. Like making sure not to talk to the guy too much or something like that.
That's probably pretty smart. Yeah.
Like I'm like, well, honestly, I would hate it.
I would hate it. Off. Yeah, that would piss me off. I'd be like,
I mean, not that my style's not. No one thinks I'm like coming on to them. It's not how I do my stand up. Come see me live.
Come see us live and get your boners deflated because both of us are not exactly like sexy comedians. I would say, like, I'm not saying we're unattractive girls. I'm saying my material itself will remove any
sort of appeal.
Yeah. If you thought I was okay looking now, just see me live.
Forget about it.
And you're going to say, wow.
Whoa.
First of all, her skin looks really bad in person. Secondly,
That's a lie.
I do not want to hear that one bit about her asshole hairs. I've been doing that around town for some fucking reason.
Yeah, that one's it's deep. Gets good. You're going deep. Going deep.
Yes. Okay. So cheerleaders were encouraged to date the players, actually. So they probably had a bunch of like arranged romances.
Oh, I'm sure the locker room was nuts.
Well, I think it was probably mostly like the WWE where they had these fake couples kind of thing. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, whatever.
Is there a documentary on this? Because I would, I'm sure the after parties. What's wrong? I just had a stroke. The parties after the game were probably insane. They have all these like half strippers.
I know.
These like retired.
You know what? I'm sure
idiot players with CTE.
I bet that there is, but I didn't watch it.
No, that's fine.
There is a documentary on this. We should do an episode on this, so maybe I'll save it for that. But basically, this guy who was in the mob bought his son a semi-pro hockey team, and it was like complete fucking chaos. I think they were called like the like Stanford
the money
like,
launderers.
Yeah, it was like the Stanford like garbage trucks or like something ridiculous.
The washing machines. They're washing the money.
Yeah, it was.
That's
crazy.
obviously what they were doing with that team. Like, there's no chance they were not using that to just move money. Right?
Well, yeah, we'll get into it. I'll do an episode further down the line because we just did this one. But anyway, blah blah blah. So one of the halftime stunts is that they filmed a dream sequence of a guy going into a cheerleader's changing room.
Oh no!
I know. It's like
a crime, right?
I mean,
kinda.
Oh, I hate these ads, Laura. I hate them.
Oh,
all right, let's see if we can play this.
Money.
So
get the ad free.
Oh man, I should get the ad free. Is that even?
It's never gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen. All right, here we are. Basically, he's talking to these girls, and they send like this random fan back in the locker room. This guy.
Oh, they actually do it.
Yes.
Oh no.
And all these girls are like, talking in their sexy voices.
His name is Bruno. Say hi to the girls, Bruno. Hi, girls. Have fun.
Oh no. So they're walking into
Yeah, so they like the whole idea is that this random guy gets to go back and like see the girls changing.
It was definitely a different time.
It was. I was actually thinking about this doing this research because it's so amazing to see how far we've come.
So far.
Like between like the Man Show, remember that?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. And I'm like, dude.
We have made so much progress.
Yeah,
like,
Baywatch even. I mean, I love Pam Anderson, but like the whole thing was her boobs bouncing up and down.
That was
genuine.
That was the opening scene.
My dad used to call it boob watch or something like that.
That was probably more correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is amazing that we, especially our specific generation, like ours within like 2-3 years of how old we are, we grew up in a very impactful time. Like that was like us being like 10 to 13.
And I didn't think anything of it.
And
I would just be like, yeah, there's hot girls on TV acting like infants and talking like this. And
there weren't any, there were very few. I'm sure there were some, not that, like actual good, actresses doing real work and stuff like that. I'm sure there were.
There totally was. But like,
what was that rule where it was like, did the Bechdel test?
Yeah.
Did that movie pass the Bechdel test? And that was a thing for a very long time. Whereas like if two women were talking, was it about a guy?
Right.
So, which is like, how things should be. That, like this podcast.
I feel like you and I passed the Bechdel test. Is that how you say it? Bechdel?
I think so.
Whatever. You guys understand what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we pass it all the time when we're hanging out, but mostly just because we're talking about this podcast.
Yeah, that's true. But that's a good thing.
I can pass that test whenever because I just talk exclusively about myself. So. And my
pretty easy to pass
success.
that. Yeah. Just telling everybody like what I'm up to, my latest bits.
Just like complaining, like why am I not more booked?
It's just
why?
reviews of myself, and I'm like, Matt,
I don't
know what he's doing. Where is he? Who cares?
I don't get why not everybody cares about what I'm doing.
Very easy to pass the Bechdel test when you're self-absorbed.
It is.
Listen,
that's a tweet if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, right there. Put that on the list.
So once the games were underway, the league set up hot tubs at either end of the field, and they were filled with strippers.
What's wrong? This is honestly, I'm kind of impressed. You know what? Can I just say, at least they're honest.
Yeah, I agree.
And I have a certain amount of respect for that because I have no problem with people like being into sex and like wanting some weird sexy bullshit.
Yeah.
As long as everyone's like consenting adults, get in there. Have a little pool of strippers.
Well, I think
dive into that pussy.
Sure.
Get it wet.
Yeah, okay.
That's too much.
But I do think like that's the difference between then and now, where then it was just in your face all the time on prime time. Now it's like, yeah, people are still doing like OnlyFans,
Okay.
obviously, for all this stuff. People are still.
Now we have Euphoria.
True.
I'm sorry. Where there's like dads fucking kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give me the pool of strippers. Let's
Sure.
do the pool of strippers.
But yeah, the pool strippers sound good.
I'll watch both, actually. Give me
I
both.
love Euphoria.
Give me both of those, actually, please.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is more
I'll
sex
take
on
a
TV.
little child porn with my.
That was a quote. That's the tweet.
That's the tweet. So like I said, it gave some players who hadn't cracked the NFL or people who just like careers had slowed. So they were like, they were like, hey, listen, you still have the opportunity to play in front of millions of people. It's a pretty good fucking idea, right? So that part's not bad, but they only gave them 32 days to prepare for kickoff. So that is not enough time.
Wow.
Yeah.
What if I told you right now you had 32 days before you were going on field to play football with all contact? I'd have a stroke.
Yeah,
I'd freak out. What do you do? Like, curls? What do you do?
I don't know. They just get off the couch. They're all eating potato chips,
they're
and
like,
32 days later.
Shit, I gotta quit my drinking. Like,
I know there's been tweets about this, about how it like the Olympics would be amazing if you just drafted random ass people and you had to go. That'd be incredible.
Best pole jumper from Sweden. What we got?
Yeah.
See how high you can get. Let's go. I did always say that you should have one person who is normal compete next to them.
Just to see.
Just because people don't fully understand how crazy some of the shit that they're pulling off is.
Totally.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Especially like the pole vaulting and those kind of things. I'm like, holy shit, they're going high.
It's crazy.
And it doesn't like, you don't get that impact on the TV screen. Okay.
My friend Jess was a pole vaulter.
I am so impressed with those people.
Yeah, I know. Imagine, I always ask her, I'm like, what was the first time you pulled? Because like there has to be one first time that you're just going with it.
Oh, I was like, your neck.
Yeah.
Snap your neck.
She had abs.
Yeah, I bet.
I didn't have abs.
Humans are not supposed to use a piece of wood to fling them in the air.
I still don't have abs. All right.
Well, if you had 32 days, you better get some abs.
That's my problem with these, with all like the sexualization of the women. I'm like, but I don't have abs.
Yeah,
so
what the hell? Why are abs still in
do?
it?
All right. So anyway, this is actually kind of funny. So a few days before it was supposed to go live on January 9th, actually not a few days, almost exactly a month before the league launched, a blimp covered in XFL advertising came crashing down in Oakland, and it caused $2.5 million in damage, which is hilarious.
Oh, damn.
And obviously it's like sort of an omen. There it is. Oh. It's over, like a boat.
What if you got hit by the XFL blimp?
Oh my God. Yep. So 2 weeks before kickoff, the network decided to broadcast a game from Las Vegas rather than Orlando. And Ebersol later lamented the swap since the Orlando game was a, quote, barn burner with tons of touchdowns scored and violence. So anyway.
Wait, they
had two games going on, Las Vegas and Orlando, and they were like, let's do the Las Vegas one. And then apparently Orlando was amazing because everyone was like, yo, that kind of sucked. Everyone's just sort of really bad at football, and we're watching these people that are not that good.
Oh, yeah, you do want to have people have skill. That's pretty important.
Yeah. And then, so this actually stood out to me as kind of funny, is that it reminded me of like some of the very rudimentary chants that we saw at the WWE.
Led by me.
Yeah. Led by Laura. more.
I'm like, come on, guys. What we getting?
But a beer stand had to close down after selling out 18 kegs of beer.
Damn.
And I know, right? But I mean, there's a lot of people there.
Yeah, it's true.
Anyway, the fans chanted beer, 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 beer.
I love them. I love this. I'm going to go.
I would go.
I'm definitely going to.
I mean, it's coming back. So
Okay,
we'll go.
yeah, so
the fans liked it at first. The opening night actually had 16 million viewers, which is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
But apparently, according to Eversol, he was like, yo, I don't know. He's like, I feel like this is just really, really bad football and people are not going to be paying attention anymore. Turns out you have to actually be good at something.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's people do like skill sets.
Somebody said this, a comedian. I don't know why I'm not listing his name, but I'm not. But he said, whatever. But he said he was like,
mystery.
yeah, mystery. But he was like, a lot of networks and stuff, they think that they want youth. They think that they want young comics, but what they really want is good.
Yeah.
And it takes so fucking long to be a good comic. So they prop up these people that are like 25, 26 years old.
And then they're fine. I
And
mean,
they're
they're very
fine.
talented. They have like
They're fine for their age.
Yeah.
And their
what do you
duration
know
of-
at 25 or 26 that's worth
Nothing.
sharing with the crowd? I'm 31 and I know two things. I've got 2 things to say.
I have nothing to say.
So here's the trick. I think we just got to pretend we got to not age. Okay? That I think is the age. Like what you got to do is just not, everyone has to like think you're an ambiguous age.
Yes, like
Do you know what I mean?
we could be 25 or we could be 45.
Yeah,
Nobody
exactly.
knows.
No one knows.
That's good.
The goal. So they're like, whoa, she's got a new thing to say. How old is she? And I'm like, 65.
Obviously ESPN and NBC were like, this is sort of embarrassing.
Yeah.
And the quality of play was very, very bad.
So that's surprising to me because it's like, I understand, obviously, there's a lot of NFL teams. So, you know, a good chunk of the top talent is doing that. Sure.
Right.
But like, you'd think that it's a popular sport. A lot of people play it in high school and stuff like that.
I know.
You can't get a semi-good game together. That's surprising to me.
That's what me too, but that's what they said. That's what they said.
Yeah.
So the ESPN president, this guy named Simmons, he said he was frightened after watching the first game. He said, I saw exactly what they were selling. There was like a little boy that was holding up a sign that said, I'm here to see the cheerleaders. You know, okay, whatever, who cares? Close-ups of the cheerleaders acting like strippers. Yeah. The vulgar comments and sexual innuendo out of the mouths of the announcers. Great.
So that's interesting because back then they were very open about sexuality, but they were also very critical.
Super judgmental.
Very, very judgmental. So it was like, okay, until like everyone was like, not okay.
Yeah.
And that sounds like that was kind of what got them in trouble.
And then also, so it wasn't just the children, obviously. They were holding up signs with rating each cheerleader.
Ooh, we don't love that.
No.
But should have seen that one.
Someone gave him a 6. Go fuck yourself, you stupid piece of shit.
Also, you're ugly.
You're
dude.
ugly. All
What?
of them are ugly, obviously. Now I'm mad again. So things deteriorated the following week in Los Angeles. So WWF wrestler The Rock was one of the acts, and during a non-scripted speech, he told NFL management to take bags they'd used to move from the city, turn them sideways, and stick them straight up your candy ass.
That's great.
All right.
Why did he tell him that? They're like, okay.
They're like, what? I don't fucking know. And also fans fought in the seats. Yeah.
That's
I've been to
normal.
a hockey game. It's
Yeah.
fine. It was also a late broadcast. I actually remember this. I don't know why the fuck. Why was my family just a huge fan of the XFL? So basically there was like a power failure that broadcasted 90 seconds of dead air on NBC, and then an injured player halted the game for 14 minutes, which delayed Saturday Night Live until 12:20.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and J-Lo was hosting that week, so Lorne Michaels
J-Lo's
was fucking pissed.
14 minutes of J-Lo's time is valuable.
Oh, yeah.
I love Jennifer Lopez, as we know.
Oh, yeah. So basically they let it run out for a full season, but the ratings like went through a free fall. They were like, this is terrible football. The viewers aren't going to come back. And it only lasted 8 weeks.
Wow.
And within the 8 weeks, the league broke the record for the lowest primetime ratings for a major broadcast network. It got a 1.6 rating and 2.2 million viewers, which is still not bad.
Yeah, that's decent TikTok right there. That's crazy. That's weird because it really feels like it could have worked.
I know.
So you said they're bringing it back?
They are bringing it back. So actually, they had their first game for the. I don't even know where the fuck it was played, to be honest with you. But they had their first game February 18th of 2023. So literally last week.
How did it go? We should have gone to that.
I think it went all right. There's a few changes.
Okay.
So the uniforms are really nice, I guess. That's what
they're
says.
like. This is what we should fix: is the uniform.
And then a lot of attention to detail went into the gradient stripping. Okay, cool.
The gradient stripping.
The helmet striping.
Oh, I thought.
Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were. I was like, want more strippers?
No
What are
strippers.
gradient strippers.
Actually, now that you mention it, there's actually a lot of female referees. So.
Okay. They're like, listen, we're not sexist. Look at that lady in charge.
There's one lady in charge.
She's got a whistle.
She has a whistle.
Would we be misogynistic if we gave that woman a whistle? You kidding?
Listen. So she won't fucking stop yapping with that.
Yeah. Now she can just go, sweet.
Yeah. So
that's are there any other changes or like the cheerleader? We got to go and check this out.
Yeah, we got to go check it out. But basically that's it. So it's back on the air if anybody's interested.
I bet it does better now because of social media. Because that's the kind of thing that you can get those like crazy, weird, small moments and put them online versus like, they're right. The whole game itself is likely not going to matter like a huge amount.
Right.
You know, no one, they have the Patriots. They have real teams to go and watch for like gameplay.
Yeah.
But for all like the little stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
The funny bits.
Well, do you remember there was like also these leagues I saw them like randomly where girls would be in underwear and then they would just have literally underwear and then they would have like padding on their shoulders and they would play football.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah. My friend actually was in a league for a little bit.
Powder puff? Is that what it was?
No, that was in high school when you would do powder puff. Yeah.
So
No, I was not in underwear. When
okay. I know that. And then I know the puppy bowl.
Oh, puppy bowl. See, I like that.
I like that. Is
there a kiddie bowl?
I think so.
Meow.
Meow.
I would like
kitty
that.
cheerleaders.
I wonder if we could submit Greg and pass. You know what though? I don't think we can because I think that's to get the cats adopted.
Oh,
yeah.
So cute.
I know.
And they are not up for adoption, let me tell you that.
No.
Absolutely not available.
People would be shaming us. They'd be like, who the fuck brought these designer cats?
And I'm also like, you can't have him. So I actually don't know why I brought it.
I just brought Greg in for scale. So you can see how cute and tiny these kittens are.
Greg would be good at football.
He would be great at football.
Not exact football, but just like he kind of, you know.
He would be amazing.
He'd be really good.
He plays fetch.
Password does too.
Yeah.
We're starting a league. We're going against the XFL. Password and Craig's league.
So that's the XFL. I don't know why I didn't have more details on when it comes out, where it comes out, but I'm sure you'll be seeing you'll either be seeing a little bit of it or it's just going to go away again.
Yeah. So now you know. Look out for it. Let us know what it's like. If anyone goes to a game, definitely want to hear about that.
Yeah, I want to hear about that. Write in and let us know what you want us to talk about, by the way. If there's an industry you really want us to talk about, let me know.
Oh, yeah. I love Googling things.
And then write us a 5-star review. You can say anything you want.
Yes.
Famously, people have said some
very mean things.
And thank you. Very funny. I laughed. So go ahead and get creative. Bring up a new insecurity that I should have. And
with 5 stars.
But give it 5 stars. And please tell your friends about this podcast. We would very much appreciate that. And anything. Follow us on Instagram. You can find me at May_Planert.
Laura Sogar, Risque Business News. You know what it is. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.